Hello sim fans, Racing 393. The intention was to do a full 17 minute roughly race in Raceroom with the KTM X Bow. Didn't quite work out. As you'll find out, we had a crash, but it's not the crash you're thinking of. Keep watching to find out what happened. Good morning sim fans, Racing 393. I've tried Raceroom many times and I'm actually quite impressed with the way this sim is working. To showcase and try and get across what I was experiencing actually, what I'm going to do is do a race in an X Bow. It's not the car that I would actually choose, to be honest, in any race sim. There's no other reason for that other than I'm not a massive fan of the X Bow or the X Bow, depends how you want to pronounce it. It's made by KTM. And I'm really impressed with the way that the AI and the way the game runs during a race on Raceroom. So we're going to hop in to one of these cars and we're going to pick a track. It doesn't really matter which track. I think the race I tested this in was about 17 minutes long. I tend to do, I think it's 15 minutes plus a lap, but I'll edit out all the boring bits. And I just want to demonstrate to you just how good and competitive the AI is, the way I've set it. It just suits my driving ability, style and the game. So we'll hop in, we'll find out what track we'll be on in a second, and then I'll go over some little rules and regulations that I'd like to stick to. Here we are, Raceroom experience. I've chosen Autodrome Most GP circuit. It's not one that I know. I basically went out for a race yesterday in the sim, not in real life, and had to learn the track. It will differ from car to car of how you drive this track. It's quite a long circuit, but quite flowing. Now with the KTM yesterday, I had it exactly set as you see it. The only difference being was the time of day. I had it during the afternoon, but it's 15 minutes. There's a bit of practice, a bit of qualifying, which I won't necessarily put on the video. I'll record it, and I might just say the odd important bit. But the AI difficulty was the one I was playing with. Yesterday, I had everything switched on, as it well, what should I say, off. So it's full sim. I've got a H pattern, and I was using the H pattern, which included the clutch. But on reflection, I'm pretty sure these cars were sequential. It didn't actually say in any of the specifics that I could see. It might be in the description. I haven't read it yet properly. So I went online, had a quick look. 6-speed manual transmission, sequential. So I've gone back in this morning, the next day, and changed the setup here to be sequential, and with that I've had to put automatic clutch. For some reason, you know, usually if a car's sequential, it would it not do the clutch automatically? You wouldn't have to declutch to change gear. It's not like a H pattern, and paddle shift's the same, isn't it? So that you wouldn't need the clutch to do a paddle shift. And the same with sequential, I suppose. And these are quite track race bred cars, so I've put the clutch to automatic. Now I feel I am a little bit quicker, and I'm debating whether to put it up to 99%. I finished 12th yesterday, and that was 98. My tyres were going off, so were the AI, which was good. I'm gonna I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to put it to 99% because I feel that I could get quicker as the race goes on with sequential. Having to heel and toe yesterday was hard work, but I managed it. So we're going to do time of day is dawn, so just as the sun comes up, just with nice effect. The time multiplier's doubled, so you should see the sort of the shadows, I guess, change throughout the race. Everything's on. It's a single session qualifying. I'll do a bit of qualifying just to see where I finish. The race length's in minutes, so we've got the first race is 15. I won't do the 30-minute race. I've put this as standing start because I don't particularly like the way Raceroom do their rolling starts. To me, it's wrong, and they need to change that somehow. You can't actually go, even if the green light comes on, until you have passed the start-finish line. So if you start at the back, the grid sort of just goes off in formation until you cross the line. It's not right. I don't know how they can change that. Other games manage it. Maybe I don't know, maybe you hold them back until the green light goes, but you can move left and right, and then when the green light goes, you let free. When the front person on the pole, if you're not on pole, the pole person, I would say pole man goes past the start finish line. That's controversial. It goes, and you go with it. It's just wrong. So anyway, standing start. We've got the time 15 minutes plus a lap. Nothing else. All the flag rules are complete. Yeah, so they're all on. You get a drive-through penalty if you cut the track. Let's get to it. I've preset a setup. I have changed it very slightly. The only thing I change is the brake bias. I can do that on the fly as well. I've put the brake pressure up so you're pushing more down on the pedal for it to work. I'm never quite sure how much fuel to put in. I'm going to leave it as it set it. All this is automatic. I've got the force feedback set at 3.9 above the standard setting that you get with the car. Works well for me. I don't want you never have it so it's mental hard. There's no point, but you want to feel some inertia with the wheel. So I've chosen the livery martini just because I like that one. I don't like the drink. Right, let's do a bit of practice. I'll set my FOV. Well, that should be already set, but it's the just track IR that might want recentering. Oh. We don't want to do that. Right, let's get in the car. So this is how I run the car. For me, the GT wheel, the size of the I don't know if you can see that, but the size of the monitor with the dash, it feels like I'm actually sat in my car. That's the handbrake there, and on the left should be where the gear lever is. But when you take the man out, we don't run an in-car person or the wheel. I guess it takes that out as well. So we'll get it started, just make sure it all works. Don't run a HUD.
The pit exit looks clear. Your brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them.
You can hear the turbo. tyres are still cold. Right, let me just do a couple of laps. Get used to the car, the grip. Remember, the AI is at 99%. Tyres are nice and warm now, all round. So that was after 3 laps with the sequential. I mean, yesterday I was lapping in 141, that's with the H pattern, and just with changing the gear shift, and I put it up to 99% as well, I'm nearly, well, 1.2 seconds quicker than second. I think that's a bit too much. I'd like to be sort of more around 10th, so it's a struggle to stay in the top 10. So for the purpose of the video, what I'm going to do now is put it up to perhaps 101%. Go straight into qualifying and we'll see where we end up. So for the purpose of the video, I'll put it to 101%. And then I'm just going to skip practice and head straight into qualification. So here we are in the pits, qualifying. It's 10 minutes. I'll just do a few laps, get myself back into it again. If I can do a 139 again, and I'm not quickest, that'll do me. We'll just do like an out lap, and then we'll do a couple of quali laps, as it were. You definitely feel the car loose with cold tyres. Front end, there's no front end at the moment. Tyres are not quite up to temperature. Not being able to catch the guy in front is a good sign. See what we get across the line.
You're in pole.
Pole position again.
10th off the pace.
So I think I lapped slightly quicker. Tyres are pretty much heating up, apart from the front. The front still feels a bit loose. Still P1.
Okay, Dean, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Brake temps are good.
Still P1. So I'm only 0.3 up. That's not bad. I've gone off there. Right, so
watch the track limits. Your right side tyres will have dirt pickup. Yellow flag, blue flag.
okay, so we'll they are all lapping quicker. They're all 139s, but I'm in a 138. Now, bearing in mind, that's qualification. A whole race of like 17. It's going to be about 17 minutes edited. The tyres do go off, so yeah, 138.7. Okay, what I'll do is I'm gonna go with that and see where I end up. Probably pole position, I expect. So here we are. I ended the qualification. It didn't. I don't know whether that would be the quickest lap that happened. Usually, if it isn't, then it kind of fills in where the AI would have been, and it's just finished it exactly where I finished that session myself. So we are on pole. We'll see how the start goes. It's a clutch start, although the clutch is automatic. We'll see. I might muck it all up yet, so let's get in the car again.
Okay, Dean, here we go. Go. Just had a drive-through for a false start.
Car both sides. Left side there's a car. Car on your right side.
Did I?
Clear right.
You've got 3 laps to serve this penalty.
Car right. He's still with you.
Yellow flag.
Still there. Still there. You're in the middle. 3 wide.
Well, that's a rubbish.
Flag.
All clear.
It wouldn't change gear. Never say never. It's never easy. I'm going to have to serve this penalty, which I've never done before. What I am going to do is nothing's happened after the first lap, apart from me cocking the start up. I'm going to restart so I don't jump the start. Okay, so we're going to do a restart because it was within the lap. You know, I made a cock up. Let's see if we can get it done this time without jumping the start.
Green, green, green.
Right side. Clear on the right. There's a guy on your right. He's still with you. He's still there.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Right side's clear.
Green flag, you're clear.
So we're in third. No penalty this time. Bit of contact there. Right, let's get our head down.
P3.
So we're keeping up with the pack, they're keeping up with us. Try and look after my tyres here a little bit. They do go off. Left the door open then.
Oh no, Dean. Come on, mate. Defend your position. P4.
Whoa. Brakes are locked up there. Brakes got really hot then, and the tyres.
Your exit speed's up. Stay smooth.
The car pushes a little bit under power. And they're just getting away from me now. Well, mistakes by me. Very little grip turning in now. I went off, didn't I? So I've got some dirt pickup on my tyre. Well, the AI is definitely competitive at 101 for me. Bit of argy-bargy. I'm pretty sure that previous corner is a bit quicker than that. Definitely pushing. My car. I can't keep up on those corners. Oh, I look and it goes weird in my head. It's pushing the tyre temperature.
Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth. No
Pretty
mistakes.
hot.
Q4. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Well, that's not me.
Green flag in sector 1.
Made a bit of a gap now. Now I'm pretty sure that could be well, maybe fourth gear. Maybe fifth. Oh no, too tight. It was at this point
Yellow flag. Okay, Dean.
that
Just
the
go
computer
left.
decided to, I don't know what happened, switch itself off, and the car's just revving its
Minor
nuts off.
suspension
It's
damage.
not doing anything. There's nothing I
That's
can
5
do.
minutes to go.
You can
5
see by the
minutes.
complete frustration from my face, the big crash happened, and unbeknown to me, as you can see, I'm chatting away there, but the microphone has stopped working. So I'm going to have to just put in some voiceover after the event. It was really, really peculiar. I don't quite understand what the real problem was. I think I've got loads of USBs plugged into the computer, and even here I'm trying to give you a rundown of what happened, but my voice wasn't working. So yeah, the USB, I've got quite a few. I'm not going to count them all now, but I've probably got well over 30 USB devices plugged into the computer somewhat, and very occasionally one of the USB devices decides to think it's been unplugged, unplug itself back in again, even though I haven't done that. And part of that is the headphones. Just it's like a USB, what's it called? A port which has got multi ports on. And if that one goes down, then you've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those 30 which will go on and off again. I don't know why it does that. It's like a spike. I've looked it up. I can't really find anything wrong with it. It does it so randomly that you can't predict it. So it could be the USB bank could have a fault, I suppose. It's probably worth at some point changing it. But yeah, so when that goes off and on again, it does things like the headphones, the track IR. But having said that, the wheel, what went wrong there was the wheel kind of overload. Well, not overload, what's the word I'm looking for? Crashed. The Fanatec direct drive DD1 wheel just crashed. And but that's plugged in separately. That's plugged in its own port on the PC on the back. So that would mean that the PC would have had to have a glitch. But I don't know if you realise that, but things like during this recording, I can still record and make the end of this video. However, the microphone wasn't working. So it's really odd. It could be a game crash. There's nothing in the game log that would suggest that it was Raceroom. There's nothing in Windows log. I did check to suggest it might have been Windows. I don't know what happened. It's difficult to pinpoint what went wrong. I'm thinking it could have even been SimHub, but because that's what lost all the force feedback and feeling, and the car just went like, it's like you switched off the wheel during racing. So I do apologise for that. It was meant to last 17 minutes. Well, it was a 15-minute race plus a lap, so it kind of works out 17 odd minutes. I did one of these races around this track previously just to make sure everything worked, and it was absolutely fantastic. The AI, they were fighting back. I was kind of keeping up with the pace, but it wasn't easy. So anyway, I'm going to end that there, and I hope that you enjoy what you can on the video. It's much appreciated, even. Please like and subscribe if you can, and I'll see you on another video very soon. Bye for now.